Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church, which includes our congregation in Birmingham and here in Tuscaloosa, along with those people who are online. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are today, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. To all who are here this morning, welcome home. The prelude prepares us for worship. Thank you. How far in life you go depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong. Because someday in your life, will have been all of these things. George Washington Carver. In the spirit of inclusivity and welcome, please take a few moments to greet those around you, especially those that you do not know. Howdy. How are you? Sure, I'm not sure who's doing that worship. Order of service. Our opening words this morning are by Barbara Wells. O spinner, weaver of our lives, your loom is love. May we who are gathered here be empowered by that love to weave the new pattern of truth and justice into a web of life that is strong, beautiful, and everlasting. This is the beginning of the season of Advent. The placing of candles upon a circle of evergreen is an old tradition. Lighting additional candles each day or week as the light wanes has been part of human rituals for centuries upon centuries. We are warmed by the glow. We are reminded that the wheel of the season will turn, and brilliant, lengthening days will also return. The original Advent wreath in the Christian tradition dates back to the 16th century and included a candle for each of the 24 days leading up to Christmas. For us here in this time, the circle of evergreens reminds us that longer days are ahead, that new life will emerge, and that we need to hold on just a little longer. With hope, we begin our journey toward the sun and the new life that it brings. We light this candle for hope. Our opening hymn is number 86 in the gray hymnal. 86. So if you'll rise in body or spirit. Do we know this one? All right. Okay. be seated. Our church is supported by those who call our church home and by those who support the efforts of our church to change the world for the better. If this is your first time with us, please allow the plate to pass. We are just glad you're here. We share our cash plate each week with organizations whose work reflects our UU values to care for marginalized persons, advocate for real and systematic change, defend our environment, and promote justice and equity for all. This month's Share the Plate partner is West Alabama Food Bank. Our morning offering will now be taken. By the work of our hands and the intentions of our hearts, our love is made real. When we gather in loving community, we remember that we do not travel this earth alone. We share our lives as we light candles and hold each other in meditative thought and reverence. We invite you to come forward, light a candle from the common flame, and state your name and your concern or your joy, or you can do so in silence. Please come forward.
Good morning. I'm Champa Dada, and I have two joys. One is I visited my uncle in Boston, and even at 93, he's doing fine. And on Friday, I visited Morning Point and visited with Alice Parker. And physically, she's doing fine. It's just that making conversation with her limited vocabulary and loss of memory is a well, not very much of a burden, but still you have to make up a lot of stuff with actions and things. But she's physically well. So, thank you.
I had the joy of having people to my house for Thanksgiving, and it was a wonderful meal. We enjoyed ourselves. But I have to let you know that I said I was a really good cook, and I tried a new way of cooking the turkey. I've done it for our potluck. It worked fine, which is you start the turkey at 10 o'clock at night at 500 degrees for 10 minutes. And then you turn it down to 250 and you let it cook all night. And it was so beautiful for our potluck. Thanksgiving, I forgot to push start when I turned it down. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to shoot the man in the head who ever thought that that was a good thing to have to push start on an oven. Because I know a woman did not design that. So sadly, I had to throw the turkey out. But I also think it was to kind of get me back into my old self, in that if something goes wrong, how quickly can you recover? And so I got in my car at 6:30, drove to a grocery store that was open, and you know I live in Northport. It was all the way over at McFarland and Skyland. Got my chickens. On the way back by, Fresh Market was open at 7. So I got a little turkey. And it was, what do you think, Maya? It was a good meal. Oh, you didn't get to eat. I had to bring yours to you today. But it was good, right, Sue? And we had a nice group of people. We enjoyed it. And I'm going to do a do-over on Christmas, just to let everybody know. I will do it correctly. But my son and his wife are going to her mother's for Christmas up in Kansas. So I'll be alone. So if anybody wants to help me do a do-over, you're invited. Thank you for listening.
I'm Mary Weeks, and my joy is this wonderfully decorated room. Yes. That was done by Peter and Crystal. I don't know if anybody else was, and Amber, because it's fantastic, and thank you for doing it.
So I'm Sue. I just wanted to add to what Mary said. It was really great. And I want to say to Ken, the two bits of music about friendship, those are the songs of this church. This is the most accepting and supportive congregation that I have ever been a part of. And I really appreciate all of you, and thank you, Mary, for a wonderful time. When I went to Mary's, she gave me directions, and she told me the name of the street, but there was no street sign. And I don't have GPS. And so, but she gave me some other information, and so I figured maybe that's it. And I turned down this street that had no sign on it and found her. So, so in any case, it was a real adventure, but I just wanted to say mainly that about the friendship and about Ken's music, which is so apropos this morning.
So I'm Crystal Veroni, and I just want to share a couple of joys with you. One is that my daughter had tonsillectomy, and she's doing great. So I was very worried, but she's actually done really well. It's a very painful surgery. It takes about 10 days for the pain to stop. I had it myself, so I was very worried about her, but she's done really well. So I'm very, very grateful for that. My other joy is, in addition to having the help whenever I proposed that we decorate the church, Peter and Amber stepped forward. Amber also and Peter also spent 2 hours yesterday blowing off the driveway. So the leaves, that's what they've taken. I mean, if you weren't dealing with the leaves on the way in, it's because, and it wasn't on your mind, it was because someone thought ahead for you. So thank you very much for that. But we have a wonderful church and a wonderful congregation that always comes together for each other. So thank you.
Good.
I want to thank the people who helped me during my training in recovery. Bob has been so good, taking me places I had to do it. And I'm doing well. The PGPT home health person said I was about 85% compared with what other people are. Oh, that's wonderful. continuing tomorrow with my PhD at Center. And I'm driving.
All right, thank you. And I light this final candle for all those joys and concerns that are still on our hearts. Please know that we carry them with you. All right, please join me in the spirit of prayer and meditation, followed by a moment of silence. No kindness is too small to be important. The smile to the bank teller, the sincere thank you for all kindness received, the reassuring hand on the shoulder of a loved one or a friend. There is compassion in selfless generosity, but there is also compassion in heartfelt empathy. Let us take a moment of silence. Amen and blessed be. Now, we have a time for all ages. Maya? We need a couple of kids.
Don't ask the kid who's sitting on the floor.
Some of us couldn't get up.
Good morning. Good morning. Again, I'm Maya Quinn, and this whole month we've been talking about gratitude and the value of independence. And last week we talked about how we respond to gratitude, and this week we're talking about the power of thank you, and that there are lots of ways to say thank you. And that follows us by taking care of our earth as well as being generous to others. This morning I have a story. Oh, thank you. This morning I have. Did I turn it on? It's not coming through. It is. Oh. So this morning I have a story about a little boy and his grandmother, and I think this story is very appropriate this week because a lot of times we take for granted our day-to-day, and this is about the little boy seeing his bus route in a new way. Last stop on Market Street. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all of this wet?" "Well, trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in and gave CJ a wave and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for?" "We got a bus that breathes fire. And old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the door swung open. It's kind of like the Blazer bus. It's got a little dragon on the side. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear and placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon, and she made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church? CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. Well, I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. Hey man, how come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back, looking at their ear pods. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask that man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered. I like to close my eyes, and Nana closed her too. So CJ did, and so did the spotted dog. And in that darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves. He saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky. He saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti tagged windows and boarded up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall.
I can see the rainbow.
When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, Me too, CJ. Now come on. And that's the end.
Thank you.
each other learn, for each other what is true. Five, six, we nurse a peaceful world. Seven, we take care of the earth. And we bring us back to me and you too. We are so fortunate today to have a special speaker, so I'm going to ask him to come on up. He is from, Stan. He is from Alabama Arise, which is one of the organizations that we sponsor for. So please welcome Stan.
Well, good morning, everyone. Mine started pretty early, coming from Birmingham. Well, I mean, you know. Yeah. You thought I did?
Yeah, I thought you lived in Tuscaloosa.
No. I actually have lived in Huntsville, Montgomery, and now Birmingham. Yeah. And I had memories of when my kids were seniors when she was up, because I was the senior youth director at Huntsville UU back in the 90s. I have to distinguish that because my son graduated from high school in 95. But a lot of fun, you know, taking them to the cons up on the mountain. Have any of y'all been up to the mountain?
Right, yes.
Yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of headaches. Those young people, boy, they can they can try your nerves. But it was all in love. You know, many of them have gone to do great things. I still stay in touch through my son, you know, and of course some of the parents are still members of Arise. Yeah. So that's really neat. That's one thing about the UU Church. It's really about family, not so much in the sense of mother and father, but the community as a family. And that's really rich to have that, you know, real rich. So, you know, as we talk about blessings, that is a blessing. Yeah. I'm not going to bore y'all. I'm going to go ahead on it. You know, I had a PowerPoint, but we're going to just talk through this. Now, everybody got one of these?
Yes.
Okay. This church has been a member for a long time. I remember speaking to the congregation when they were, I don't know what street that was in Tuscaloosa. It was downtown. Yeah, were any of y'all members then? I know Martha Morgan was. Yeah. But that's something. So when we talk about Arise, we're a statewide, and I'm going to read from my iPad here, nonpartisan nonprofit. We're a member-led coalition of 155 member groups, which you guys are a member of. Matter of fact, we have 3 or 4 Unitarian churches that are members, longtime members. We have over 1,700 individuals that are members. And let me extend to you, you can go on the website, because we even have gift memberships for individuals. And just fill out the form, and you become a you become a individual member. We do advocate for state policies that improve the lives of all Alabamians, especially those with low incomes. And we believe that poverty is a systemic problem, and we don't put it on the heads of the individuals, because systems, life situations can cause people to fall into poverty, including being born into poverty. Yeah. Policies are best when they come from impacted communities, so we try to make sure that even though the members, meaning your church, I don't know who voted from your church this time, but the members vote at the annual meeting or during that time. It's now online for what we're going to work on. And so it comes from you guys. And in your brochure that I passed, or that we passed out, you'll see health equity, hunger relief, adequate state budgets, inclusive democracy, justice reform, tax reform, and worker power. Those were the headings, and I'm going to just put a little context to those and go sit down. So, yeah. But as I said, the members vote on them. Then our staff does the research. The staff monitors the legislation, and then we also send out alerts to those of you who are on our alert feed, so you can contact your legislator. It's pretty simple, because computer makes it simple. In the old days, we had folks calling and so forth, and nowadays you can do it right through the computer, and they get it. But they tell us, you know, hey, I got 100 folks from Tuscaloosa about this issue. So it works. And then, of course, if it's a real sticky issue, we might ask a group of you to go and visit with your legislator at his office here in town. A lot of them are lawyers and so forth. And that means a lot. I mean, you know, we got members that are hem them up in the grocery store. Yeah. And of course, some of them go to church. You get them at church, you know, as they speak of the value of brotherly love. Yeah. Now, I just want to make you aware of this. Alabama legislative session will begin early this year. It begins January 13th. That's real close. And the reason why is because it's election year. And they want to be able to get out there and get that money and vote, your votes. So yeah, the session starts on the 13th. And then we have our Rise Legislative Day, where you guys can come to the State House, and we start off in room 200. And that's going to be February the 24th. So you actually can come. We always have a large delegation from Tuscaloosa, especially from Grace. And they use their bus. Yeah, you know. Unitarian's not big on buses. But anyhow. Yeah. We carpool. I used to have to rent a van to take the kids up to the mountain. Yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, as I said, the legislative priorities this year: health equity, hunger relief, adequate state budget, tax reform, justice reform, and worker power, which is a brand new one. So let's talk about health equity. One of the things that we're very much involved in is saving lives. Last year, we were able to get past a presumptive or anyhow, it's a bill that was passed that would give a pregnant woman the opportunity to receive Medicaid before all the tests were proven that she was pregnant. And because before, she might have to wait 6 months, and she needed care before then. So we were able to get that taken care of. And we're going to still work on improving access to high-quality maternity care. Just so you know, 50% of the births in the state of Alabama are paid for by Medicaid. 50%. That's something to think about. We want to create jobs and protect rural health care. They're under siege right now. We've had some little hospitals close. And I don't know, out this way, maybe down in the Black Belt, some of your friends have lost medical care. We have 400,000 Alabamians that pay lower monthly premiums because of the enhanced tax credits of ACA, in quotes, Obamacare. But ACA, that's what it is. And we have over 400,000 Alabamians. That is why even Katie Britt, once they, during the shutdown, what was going on, they said, we got to support this. We got too many people. We're going to hurt. I mean, even Congressman Green, what's her name? Marjorie? Yeah, she had children that would have been affected. We are going to be affected now that it's going into effect. So, all total, just to give you some numbers, we have 1.16 million people in Alabama on Medicaid. All right? That's 22.6% of the population. And what people got to understand, as much as we go for bad, when I say go for bad, talking about the federal government, we're second in the nation as far as receiving federal help. Something like 47% of our budget. It's huge. Out of that Medicaid, let's break it down real quick, just so people understand, because there's a lot of misconceptions about this. We have 22% people with disabilities. We have 17% of pregnant women, 9% seniors, and 52% are children that make up that cohort. Okay. So you need to know, when you hear people talk, you can, even if you don't say anything, you know if they're talking right. and not out the side of their neck. Hunger relief. You guys just helped one of our members, the food bank. Yeah. They do great work. And we monitor SNAP and WIC programs to make sure that everything is in compliance. We make sure that the breakfast and lunch programs for all students is protected in the state and is funded. That's where our budget work come in, is making sure that those budgets meet the needs of the people in that area. Let's do a closer look. What's that guy's name? Come on at 11 o'clock. He does the closer look on television. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. We're going to do a closer look at SNAP. We have 376,000 households on SNAP in Alabama, which equals 750,000 approximately people. 49% are children. Now, Alabama will have to put up about 35 million this session, which is an increase of 25% to address the new administrative costs. We didn't have to put up anything before, not like that. And about 174 million to address the state cost share of benefits. Before it was zero. That's before the big beautiful bill. So that's one of the consequences of the big beautiful bill on us. So we're going to dig, the legislature going to dig and come up with that money if they want to keep the program. They could just say, we're not going to do SNAP. No, that's real. That's real. They don't have to. And what is, I was in Florence, when was that? Week before last, talking with AARP, and one of the gentlemen was a city councilman, and he wanted to know, well, how much is SNAP? And the maximum benefit is $298, but the average in Alabama for one person is about $204 to $210. That's what it is. For,
$40 a month.
oh, really?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah.
As a senior or what?
Senior.
Oh, okay.
On Medicare.
Yeah. Well, see, there you go. It's even lower. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a range. Just giving you an idea, and you have a member sitting right here with you. But we do have about 131,000, right at 132,000 households that are at risk because of the work requirement that might go into effect. And we'll see about that. When it comes to like the adequate state budget, we also want to look at protecting public school funding, which has been under attack. Affordable housing. Now, we did come up with a housing fund, and I want to say that came into effect in 2012, but we never did put any money in it, meaning the state. So we got a housing fund for, you know, for poor folks to help with, but it never did happen. Yeah. Well, it's really set up for builders to build affordable housing, and churches that might build senior housing, like the Seventh-day Adventists. They're pretty big into that. Yeah. So, in 2016, we came up with the Public Transportation Fund. No money.
Yeah.
Still no money. So, how's y'all's public transportation here in Tuscaloosa? Oh, really?
It's good, but it's very, very limited.
Very
For a
limited,
city this size, it's
yeah,
More for the university downtown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I was going to school.
They really need the money, don't
yeah, they do, they do.
no service on weekends or at night.
No service on holidays.
We'll be monitoring the death penalty. We have, especially the Catholic Church members down in Mobile. You might have seen that movie Dead Man Walking or whatever that was. They're part of that parish. They're totally against the death penalty, as many others are. We've been able to get some relief on the death penalty. We used to, in this state, if 12 of us sit on a jury for 12, 14 days and came back with a verdict of guilty, but we said, you know, there's some circumstances that we don't feel right about executing this man or this woman. And the judge, especially during election year, said, no, I'm override you.
Yeah.
We're putting them to death because they want to look tough on crime to be elected. And Columbia University did a study and found that it was 25% higher during election year that the judges would override the jury. So we got rid of that. The problem is that was going forward. So we still left 30 people sitting in prison on death row that weren't grandfathered in. We'd like to get them taken care of. So that's one thing we're going to be working on. And see what we can do there. Also, nonviolent sentencing guideline reform.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Minimum wage.
Yeah, but they can't get parole. They can't get parole. Alternative sentencing options that are broadly available and do not impose severe financial burden on people. Also, this is a new one, off-ramp from imprisonment for humanitarian reasons, like age release and severe health problems. We got a lot of people sitting up in prison, can't do nothing, wouldn't kill a fly. And taxpayers got them in prison, and they don't need to be there. You know, they can come on out and die with dignity. As far as next steps go, well, let me back up. That's the problem with doing this on an iPad. I missed a slide. Grocery tax. As y'all realize, we did get 2 cents off of your groceries. We're going to try to get the other 2 cents off. Also, oppose corporate tax giveaways and sustainable funding for vital services, as I mentioned. Those are the budget things we work on. So, next steps for y'all, of course, vote, connect with us. You can do that through Facebook, Twitter, action alerts, invite an organizer to speak to your group, what you did, and contact your legislators. Any questions, y'all? Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, you had it.
Yeah, well, just wondering if you have been pushing, taking the tax off food.
We have.
Okay.
Yeah, much.
And I will say also that some of us saw the movie, The Alabama Solution.
Right.
And so I've been really interested in prison reform.
Right, that's what
and
we're working on.
And getting rid of private prisons.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be tough.
So if they
Yeah.
prison reform.
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, we will be monitoring that, but that's become a real big industry. You know, warehousing people has become a real profitable business. And as you know, they're supposed to be building a couple prisons, new ones. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Did you say that the judges have been stripped of the power to override?
Yes. Yes.
That's not an action, that's actually done.
Yeah. But we still got about 30 people on death row, men and women. Men and women, yeah. Yes.
What about restoration of voting rights?
That we work on too.
Are you working on that?
Yeah, we work on that too. That's looking at trying to trim that list of some of the crimes that prevent people from getting their rights. Yeah. As well as one other thing, and then I get to, is the murder. It's called murder something. And what that really is about, if you and I are burglarizing a house and the police comes in and shoots me and kills me, you will get a murder beef. Even though you didn't shoot me, you was just in the house with me. Felony murder. Yeah, that's what it's called, felony murder. And so we want to get that. I mean, but there's a lot of states that have it, and it's not right. Yeah. Somebody else had their hand up. I want to say about 19 with policy people, you know, the policy work and being up there at the legislature, even during off season, you'd be surprised. The governor's people be calling us, and we have to go up and work with them. Already, just to give you an idea, and you can go online, all you got to do is put Alabama legislature in your browser, and then you can see pre-filed bills. There's already about 91 bills been pre-filed already. Yeah.
Does that mean that they're set aside?
No, that means that they want to work on it. Coming January, did I tell you they start January 13th? Yeah.
What are you doing with work for worker power? Employees' rights?
Yeah, I skipped that slide, didn't I? I meant to tell you all about that. Well, the main thing is clawback for employers that use child labor. And I don't know if y'all watch YouTube, but they had one on there about, I never get this car manufacturer's name right. What is it, Hyundai or?
Hyundai.
Yeah, that they've been using child labor. Some of their subsidiaries, like it could be one of the plants that makes seats, but it's not called Hyundai. It's called, Joy Seats or something. Let me ride free or something. I don't know. But anyhow, we've documented, and the film documented that those companies have gotten incentives, and we're looking at ways to get that money back because they're violating with child labor.
Is that inside the U.S. or companies outside the
No,
U.S.?
right there in Montgomery. Right there in Montgomery.
That was parts suppliers for Hyundai in Alabama.
No, we're not talking about nobody outside. We're not even talking about outside the state. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, I guess, I'm not sure. I would imagine it's got to be at least with a work permit 16, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's so that they can get around it. Yeah, they're trying to get around that. Of course, when I was a kid, because I lived in all over California, but I used to cut grapes in San Joaquin Valley, and I was 14. You know, no child labor laws there. Yeah, yeah. But that was summer, so I would get up and go to Chinatown, catch the bus, 4 o'clock in the morning. Can't do that now because you probably get kidnapped walking the street that as a kid, you know. Yeah. But that's, you know. Yeah. That was in the 50s. Yeah. But I'm still here, so I can't. I got a birthday on the 3rd. When is the 3rd? Tuesday? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be 79. Yeah. So I've seen a lot, been part of many struggles, including the farm labor struggle. We were getting 6 cents a tray, and started organizing around farm labor when I was in the San Joaquin Valley with the Cesar Chavez. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel good if with folks like y'all involved. Yeah, and that's the main thing, you know, and passing it along to young people like this young lady was talking about the bus. Maya. Yeah. I feel good. Yeah, and y'all talk to you. I talk to my grandchildren and great-grandchildren all the time. You know, we got that's how we pass the knowledge on. Yeah. Yeah, we still got a lot of work to do.
We're going to ask Stan to stay after service for a coffee if you have other questions for her. So thank you so much.
Okay.
And this is the information that I work with in my classes, and I want to tell you guys, you know, there are rural hospitals that are closing, but I also found out just recently that Jackson Hospital in Montgomery is closing. Another thing you might keep in mind is that Alabama has a higher infant mortality rate than Cuba. And number 2, my mother works for Baptist East Hospital in Montgomery. When she first started there 27 years ago, they had 30 births a month. Today they have over 500 because of the lack of health care. So. All right, our final hymn is 95 in the gray hymnal. So if you'll rise and body or spirit, 95. We know this one.
Yeah, this one.
Somewhere there is more be seated. I have to thank Amber. She did our December, we have a calendar back. Everybody gets a copy of it. I do want to point out one item. Our dinner out is on the 31st, and we're going to Druid City Brew Company. So we're branching out. So please be sure and pick one up before you leave. Are there any other announcements?
Next Saturday, we're having a cooking meeting at Honest House. If you're interested, please reach out by email, and we'll be able to get that address out to you.
We're going to focus on baby quilts. Because we got some coming. Baby quilts.
So happy to have them. That's, we have some upcoming cups.
That's upcoming cups events.
And those are listed on here.
They are listed on the calendar, so you don't need me to announce them to you.
You want to announce the one coming up on Thursday?
Coming up on Thursday, the 4th,
Yep.
is our full moon festa. So we'll be sitting around the fire, fellowshipping and crafting. So
Cool.
feel free to join us. 5 p.m.
5 p.m. All right. Yes, Sue.
Just want to announce again that the Saturday Art Market is going to be on the 13th of December this month. So it won't be so close to Christmas. It's usually on the third Saturday, this time it's the second Saturday. And it's from 8:30 until 1. So I'll have a table with my cards and stuff. And also wanted to say that in my car, I have my cards and things, in case anybody is interested in some, to write Christmas cards and things like that, but I didn't bring them in, but I will go and get them if anybody's interested.
Do you have any that are like specifically holiday looking?
What's that?
Do you have any cards that are specifically like holiday
Yeah, what
looking?
I have 4 different packs of cards, like, $28 for 8 cards. It doesn't have anything written, but like with, gold in the holly and with the snow on the ground and all of it. And my cat under the Christmas tree.
Oh.
And then, an almost full moon, like almost everything is, it's like cold morning moon. So those are my packs of things that I consider Christmas cards.
We'll help you bring them in next week. Okay?
All right. In honor of the legacy of our ancestors, let us carry the flame forward as we extinguish the chalice with these closing words. My wish for you is that you continue to be who you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. Maya Angelou.
So we have a special treat for the hosting today. I want to thank Sam for agreeing to sing for us today. As you know, I try to pick songs that, when I'm playing the melody, the lyrics will go through your head. So I don't know how many of you will know this song from, what was it, 1986? It was on the radio a lot, so probably you'll know it, but maybe not. So it's The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby.
Oh,
And Sam has agreed to graciously agree to sing for us. And we're going to collaborate with technology too, so
Yeah.
wish us luck. And we didn't rehearse.
Which makes it particularly interesting.
Yeah. We might have to adjust the volume, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
job. Man in the silk suit hurries by as he catches the poor lady's eyes. Just for fun, he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe it? Said, hey little boy, you can't go where the youngers go. 'Cause you don't look like they do. Say, hey old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made moves? He said, son, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe it? But it only goes so far. If the law don't change on his mind when all it seems is the hiring time. There's a line on the cover bar. Well, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Other churches wish they were us. Our service is ended. Go in peace. Please stay for coffee and conversation. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Deb. And don't forget to come get your calendar.